These are some still photographs with three characters involved. At the top is a red cardinal. I assume that cardinal to be a male. At the bottom of the screen is what I think is a baby cardinal, and on the right hand side is a woodpecker. I hope that a bird watcher will see this video and make the necessary corrections in the comment section. I found it pretty dramatic. I found it interesting, but then I enjoy birds. I called it the drama on the logs, but the title is really not that important. I also said for bird watchers only. In fact, anyone could watch it. I happen to like birds. I think it's one of the least expensive forms of entertainment, especially if you want to introduce your children to nature. Now, as time went on and I shot these still photographs, you can see the woodpecker finally made it to the top of the log, and then finally made it to the log where the cardinal was. Now at the bottom, as I said, I think it's a baby cardinal. I'm not entirely sure. Eventually, what happened is the woodpecker challenged the cardinal. The woodpecker challenged the cardinal. Well, not much came of it, really. As a matter of fact, I think, in my opinion, I think the woodpecker was very sympathetic to the situation and realizing what was happening would just watch them. Watch the father feed the baby. Isn't this a touching scene? I told you, you're going to need your pause button. And there's a woodpecker looking down for a closer look to see what was really happening. The father cardinal trying to feed his baby. Okay, once I had these pictures, then what I did was I turned on my camera on the video section and just let it run. Now watch carefully what is going to happen here. The father cardinal comes over, which is fine, and then look at the interplay between what I think is the father cardinal and the babies. I think it's so interesting, very interesting. The baby flies over and the father cardinal begins to feed the baby. Now I'll keep quiet and allow you to just watch what is happening in silence. Let me interrupt for just a second and take note of the feathers, the tail feathers of the baby cardinal. Talk about shake a tail feather. I think that is some sort of communications between the baby and the father, but I'm not sure. Again, I'm trying to solicit comments from someone who understands cardinals, someone who's a bird expert or bird watcher, to clarify what we're looking at. Now look in the left corner of the video. All was going well until the squirrel showed up. And of course, he had to find out what was going on. First thing that happened, of course, is the baby cardinal flew away and the father stayed right there watching the squirrel. At times he even made a gesture to suggest his anger, like that, the wings. You see the wings? I think what's happening is the cardinal is upset. Thank you very much for allowing me to share this little bit of drama in my backyard with you. And eventually, of course, the cardinal could not take it anymore, and he also flew away. But in my opinion, it was drama on the logs.